The Emperor protects. That's what they told Private Anya Petrova, a farm girl from a forgotten world, as she boarded the troop transport bound for the hellish war zone of Verkast. She clutched a faded photograph of her family, a silent prayer to a god she wasn't sure even existed. Verkast was a meat grinder, they said. Millions had died there, their bodies fertilizing the crimson soil. Anya had imagined glorious battles, heroic charges, but the reality was grimmer, a constant, gnawing fear that clung to her like the dust of the battlefield. The sheer scale of the war was overwhelming, a chilling tide of endless conflict. She wondered if her faith, her simple hope, could withstand the horrors she was about to face. The first battle was a blur of noise and terror. The ground trembled beneath the relentless assault of Orc war machines, their crude weapons spitting death and destruction. Anya's squad, hardened veterans mostly, fought with grim determination, a desperate symphony of Laskin fire and desperate cries. She saw her sergeant, a grizzled veteran named Valerius, fall, his lifeblood staining the ravaged earth. He'd whispered a symbol for the Emperor before his light went out. Fear, raw and visceral, threatened to overwhelm her, but the faces of her surviving comrades, etched with determination and shared terror, spurred her on. Survival wasn't about glory, it was about the next breath, the next shot, the next heartbeat. Days bled into weeks, weeks into months. Anya became a different person. The farm girl was gone, replaced by a hardened soldier, her eyes reflecting the horrors she'd witnessed, her movements honed by instinct and the will to survive. She learned to fight, to kill. To overcome the sickening reality of war, she found camaraderie in her squad, a fractured family forged in the crucible of conflict. Their shared experiences, their shared losses, created a bond stronger than any blood tie. They were the teeth of the Imperium, they said, the relentless force that ground down the enemies of humanity. The tide of war ebbed and flowed, each victory bought with an imaginable sacrifice. Anya saw friends fall, their names added to the ever-growing list of the fallen. She saw the raw courage of her comrades, their unwavering loyalty to the Emperor and each other. She learned that courage wasn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act despite it. It was a quiet, internal strength that carried them through the darkest moments. The seemingly endless expanse of the battlefield, stretching as far as the eye could see, highlighted their smallness, yet also their collective strength. The rhythmic click of her laskin became a comfort, a familiar sound in the midst of chaos. It was her protector, her friend, her tool of survival. She'd learned to maintain it flawlessly, a testament to her growing skill. It wasn't just a weapon, it was an extension of her will to live, her determination to fight for something bigger than herself, even if that something was as abstract and distant as the Emperor. The constant maintenance, the quiet repairs, were a stark contrast to the brutal realities of their existence. Victories were rare, but when they came, they were savored. The shared relief, the quiet moments of companionship, these fleeting moments of respite were as precious as air itself. They were a testament to their resilience, a confirmation that their sacrifices weren't in vain. These small acts of camaraderie, shared meals, hushed conversations under a bleak sky, were the flickering embers of humanity in a sea of death. The war seemed to have no end. The enemy was relentless, the losses were constant, the future uncertain. Yet, Anya persisted. She looked to the stars, a reminder of the vastness of the cosmos, a silent prayer to whatever forces guided their destiny. She found a strange solace in the endless night sky. A reminder of something larger than the battlefield, larger than the war itself. The stars were a beacon of hope, a glimmer in the endless darkness. Years passed, the lines on her face deepened, mirroring the scars on her soul. She'd seen things that no one should ever see, experienced horrors that would haunt her forever. But she was still standing, she was still fighting. She had become a legend within her regiment, a symbol of unwavering resilience and grim determination. The war had changed her, molded her, broken her, yet she remained, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Imperial Guard. The young recruits, fresh off the transports, looked up to her with a mixture of fear and admiration. She saw her younger self in their eyes, the same naivety, the same apprehension, the same flicker of hope. She knew that the cycle would continue, the war would go on, the fighting would continue, but there were new teeth for the Imperium, new soldiers ready to take up the fight, ready to carry the torch of humanity into the darkness. And Anya would be there, guiding them through the storm. The Imperium's teeth are not just weapons or strategies, they are the unwavering resolve of millions upon millions of human beings. They are the shared sacrifice and the enduring hope that fuels a relentless fight against overwhelming odds. They are Anya, Valyrians, and countless others like the Mayura, ordinary individuals thrust into extraordinary circumstances, proving time and time again that even in the face of unimaginable horrors, the human spirit endures. The fight goes on.